In the heart of old Venice, during the chaos and the revelry of the carnival, a night of mass, wine, and celebration, a cool and calculated act of revenge was carried out. Hidden beneath the sound of laughter and the shimmer of lanterns, this is the story of the Cask of Amontillado, a tale not merely for martyrs, but of pride, manipulation, and the quiet madness that grows in the soul of a man who cannot forgive. So, let us begin. Among the thousands who filled the street that evening, two men crossed paths under the golden glow of celebration. The first was Fortunato, a man of status, wealth, and ego, nearly as large as his wine cellar. He was dressed in the garish colors of a jester, complete with a cape adorned with bells that jingled with every unsteady step he took. Already intoxicated, he laughed loudly, and aware that tonight he was walking into his own grave. The second one was Monstressor, quiet, polite, composed, but within him stirred a deep grudge. For years, Montressor has been humiliated by Fortunato. Insults whisper in society circles, mockery pass off as jokes, and though the world did not see it, Montressor heart has been quietly hardened. He had sworn revenge, not rashly, not in anger, but with patience and precision. Montressor greeted Fortunato with warm and forced cheer. "My friend," he said, "you are luckily met. I have obtained a pipe of what passes for Amontillado, but I fear it may be false." The name Amontillado, a rare and expensive Spanish cherry, caught Fortunato's attention instantly. His pride in wine tasting was legendary, and Montressor knew it. "I must consult someone else," Montressor said, feigning reluctance. "Perhaps Lucchesi." "Lucchesi cannot tell Amontillado from vinegar," Fortunato scoffed, and just like that, the hope was set. Montressor offered to show him the Castro in his family's vault. Fortunato, eager to prove his expertise and defend his pride, agreed without hesitation. Together they vanished from the noise of the carnival and stepped into the silence of the Montressor family catacombs. The journey downward was long, winding, and filled with an airy dampness that clung into the air like the second skin. Bone-slinted walls, dust thickened with every step. The torchlight flickered, casting shadows that seemed to move on their own. Fortunato caught as they walked a persistent dry cough. The air was filled with nitric sulfurate that grew in long white webs across the stone. "You should go back," Montressor offered, always a concerned hope. "Your health." But Fortunato waved him off. Pride was again blinding him. "It is nothing," and so they continued. Montressor offered him wine along the way, first Medoc, then de Grave, both to warm him and to dull his senses. Fortunato drank greedily, unaware that each step deeper into the catacomb was one step closer to his tomb. At last, they reached a small damp recess, barely large enough for a man to stand in. The end of the journey. "There it is," Montressor said, gesturing into the niche. The Amontillado. Fortunato stepped inside. In an instant, the trap was sprung. Montressor produced chains from the wall and shackled Fortunato to the granite. The sound of metal echoed through the stone chamber. For a moment, Fortunato was silent. Then he laughed, thinking it was a joke, a prank fitting for a carnival. But Montressor said nothing. He turned and picked up a trowel from a hidden pile of brick and mortar. He began to build a wall across the opening of the niche. As the wall rose, so did Fortunato's realization. He began to scream, to struggle, to plead. "Let us be gone," he cried. "For the love of God, Montressor." But Montressor was unmoved. He laid brick after brick, stealing his enemy behind cold stone. The final insult was answered, not with words, but with silence and permanence. As the last brick was set in place, Fortunato's voice fell quiet. Only the distant echo of his bells, these foolish jingle bells, remained in the darkness. Monstressor stood back. He admired his work. Behind that wall, no one would ever find Fortunato. The catacombs were ancient, forgotten, and with time, so too would Fortunato be, but not by Montressor. The tale ends with these chilling words. For the half of a century, no mortal has disturbed them. In pace requiescat. May he rest in peace. But you, dear viewer, now know the truth. Sometimes, revenge does not come with fire or fury. Sometimes, it comes with bricks and silence. So that is the tale for today. If you like it, come and subscribe to the Timeless Tale channel. See you soon.